His favorite 40-year-old NBA superstar. It's LeBron James. Missed the last 7 games with a groin injury, but on the floor to take on the Bulls tonight. First quarter, LeBron to Jackson Hayes. I don't think LeBron was even looking. Floats it up there nicely. Lakers up at that point. Luka also back after missing just 1 game, and he had himself a first half step back 3. LeBron misses here. Ball rattles around. 77's got it out there near the logo. And then Luka firing again. Had 29 in the first half. Tied a career high for most threes made in a half with 7. Lakers, though, down at the half point. And then Austin Reeves loses it. Josh Giddey. Kobe White. White had 36. Bulls up by 11. Under a minute left in the third. Kevin Huerter. Here comes Kevin Huerter. Between the rings, spinning. Push shot. Is that to go? Hey, the Bulls are messing up LeBron's return. Fourth quarter. Bulls up by 17. Giddey to Patrick Williams. It's a 20-point lead. And then it gets worse. LeBron, he just gave it to Giddey, to White. Josh Giddey almost had a quadruple double. 15 points, 17 assists, 10 rebounds, and 8 steals. Wow. The Bulls put up 146, most points allowed by the Lakers in a game all season. Now, this may be cold comfort to Laker fans, but Luka did something kind of noteworthy. 34 points and 8 threes. Now has 9 career games with 30 points and 8 threes, tying Ray Allen for 5th most in NBA history. Next on the list, his former teammate this season.
Hardest remaining schedules in the league. That according to our ESPN analytics, and they face the prospect of facing teams like the Nuggets and the Bucks twice in the next week and a half without LeBron. All right, let's bring in our guy, Brian Windhorst. Windy, good morning. Thank you for being with us. Shannon, I'm coming to you first. Obviously, as a Lakers fan, what's your level of concern for your squad?
I'm concerned. I don't think when LeBron left, they were the 2 seed. I'm not so sure they're going to be the 2 seed guys once he returns back. If you go back and look at the schedule, and LeBron complained about this, I think they played about 7 games since February the 25th. And you're like, well, that's they've been doing that. But 40-year-olds that you're asking to play 38 minutes a night, and even though the load has been lessened by the arrival of Luka and the emergence of AR, he's still putting up big-time numbers. He's still doing an awful lot, and he's 1 assist away from a triple-double. So you're asking a lot from a guy that's 40 years of age to play at the level in which he's playing at the minutes that he's playing at. So I think that's concerning. We just saw this, the rest of the schedule, a lot of the schedule up on the screen. He's played a lot of games in back-to-back days. I'm concerned because I'm not so sure that they're going to be at, I know for certain, they're not going to be at 2 once he comes back. You're just trying to hold in and to make sure you don't slide past the 6th spot. You see the Warriors, they're emerging, but I'm not overly concerned. But I do think they're going to slide down. We see Memphis starting to do a little something. Houston is taking a kind of dip towards the other way. But I'm concerned for the simple fact, and this is why you got Luka. You believe Luka is a guy that can dominate the game and can take the game over on a consistent basis. Now it's time for him to do that. AR is going to have to play big minutes, going to have to play really well. But the auxiliary players are going to have to play even better than when LeBron was there.
Well, here's the deal. Shannon Sharpe, I know, Wendy, you were supposed to go, but damn it, I'm jumping ahead of you because Shannon Sharpe said something, and I'm alarmed. You know, he said up there, he says he doesn't know. He's concerned about the Lakers falling out of number 2 seed. Here's what the hell you need to be concerned about. You need to be concerned about them Oklahoma City Thunder. That's what you need to be concerned about. It ain't about them falling out because LeBron's going to be out for 2 weeks. You need to be concerned about the Oklahoma City Thunder and the fact that they're going to take the Lakers and bounce their ass out of there. That's what you need to be concerned about, Shay.
Stephen A. Whoa, Stephen A. Didn't I tell you a healthy LeBron, a reinvigorated Luka with AR.
Hold on, can I say it for you?
Matter.
Can I say it for you? Can I say it for you?
Yeah.
OKC,
what?
UFC, UFC.
No.
What is it?
Yeah. No. Hey, Wendy, I got one better. I don't look here. You can say SGA, PGA, USA. Lakers in 5.
I can't believe he's given them 1 game. Why wouldn't you say 4, Shannon? Why 5?
Lakers in 5.
We give them 5. They're going to get the first one at home.
Okay, sure. Why not? Why not? They're on their way to 70 wins. Actually, first off, I'm actually kind of disappointed that we didn't get to see the proper finish of that game Saturday night because the Lakers made a run.
Yes,
they made a run.
They made a run.
And if LeBron had been able to come in for his last shift,
he might have gotten away. He might have gotten away, considering the way Luka was rolling. I mean, he might have gotten away. I mean, against Boston, they did look a bit overwhelmed for the vast majority of 4 quarters now.
Boston has a tendency to
up and
get up
down.
by
You're
20.
Right.
They probably win the game anyway. I'm just saying we were a little bit robbed.
They were going to win the game. But
All right, so this injury happens at a bad time and a good time.
Yep.
There's a month left in the regular season. So there is time for LeBron to get through this injury, assuming it's not severe, and he was hopeful that it was not severe on Saturday night. There's time for him to get through this injury and recover for the playoffs. The bad news is that this hits in a spot in the schedule that just compounds the issue. They are probably, even if they were at full strength, which it's not just LeBron who's out. Rui Hachimura is out. Jackson Hayes is now dealing with the sore knee. And not that Jackson Hayes is Will Chamberlain, but Jackson Hayes was performing very well in the role that he was in. And when they didn't have him the other night and they didn't have Rui Hachimura, they just looked really, really small. And so it's not just LeBron. They started Jared Vanderbilt at center, and there were stretches of that game where LeBron was playing center, okay? So they're just going to be really small. The second thing is, they play Brooklyn tonight in Brooklyn. They got to get that win. Then they play this stretch, guys, where they play 6 games in 10 days. It's actually not something that normally happens in the NBA schedule. They have a week next week. Now, it's all here in L.A., but they play 5 games in 7 days, 4 and 5 nights. Those were banned by Commissioner Adam Silver, but the reason they got to do it is because they have a rescheduled game from the Fires. The Spurs are coming back out here. And so I don't think that even if they were fully healthy, LeBron and Luka were playing all those games. There's going to be a couple of games in there where they were just going to have to maybe shut some guys down and rest them because they just can't play them that many minutes. Luka's still coming off of this calf injury. So what I'm saying to you is the Lakers were going to take some losses anyway. The other thing is pay attention to what's going on behind them. Yesterday, Denver loses Aaron Gordon to a calf injury. It's the 3rd time he's had this calf injury this year. They haven't given him imaging yet. We haven't got a result. But the last 2 times he missed 3 weeks. So Denver took a setback last night. The Grizzlies are dealing without Jaren Jackson Jr. for a couple of weeks with an ankle injury. And the 2 biggest players in the next 2 weeks in the Western Conference are Luka Doncic, because of what Shannon said, he's got to score, and Ja Morant. Ja Morant was complaining about his shoulder, said he shouldn't play, got challenged by his coach. You got to play through it. With where we're at, we got to play through it. He had 2 30-point games. The Grizzlies have a chance to make a move.
His shooting percentage didn't look great, particularly in the first half. It was terrible. But then he came on strong in the second half over the weekend, and give him credit where credit is due because he's dealing with that shoulder injury. That's number 1. Number 2, LeBron James, let's be fair to him here. In the games that he's played in the 7th season, Shannon, Wendy, as a Laker, they're like 66 games over 500, 59% winning percentage. Without him, they're 20 games below 500. So we got to take that into consideration and say, okay, now we're going to find out what Luka is. I think this could actually work to Luka's advantage because obviously you're going to be out there more, you're going to be active. Get your game back because he's